Happy New Year to you all. My name's Jim Ramsey. I took all of this video on Saturday the 29th of June 2019. What we're witnessing here is a changing of the guard parade in the esplanade of Edinburgh Castle. These are quite regular occurrences. They certainly happen every gun salute that I've been at. So you get 21 gun salutes throughout the year. For the Queen's birthday, Duke of Edinburgh's birthday, Prince of Wales' birthday, he's the Duke of Rothesay, the Ascension to the Throne, and there's one more, can't remember what it is. These happen at 10 o'clock, free and gratis, and they always have, in my experience, pipe band. This is 1st Scots, or the 1st Battalion of the Scots Guards, to give them their Sunday name.
Still! Edinburgh Castle! Eyes! Front! Edinburgh Castle go! Slow! Off!
Notice all the guns have got bayonets. Now they're going to march into the castle. So they are accompanied by music from the pipes and drums. On this occasion the pipes and drums do not go into the castle because they are going to be taking part in another ceremony after this one, a much more important ceremony. We're here to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the opening of the Scottish Parliament. The song tune just now is The Black Bear. So that's that finished. I'm sorry I missed the start of it, I just didn't know it was going to be on. My reason for being at the castle this day was to catch the 20th anniversary of the opening of the Scottish Parliament parade. So there is the Scots Guards, they're all quite young looking. And you can see here that the tattoo seats are all in place. So they're there for about half the year. So they're there for the tattoo, which is the whole of the month of August. And this is the end of June. And they have been built up. In fact, they were building them at one of the gun salutes I was at in May. These all ready. We're waiting on the Crown of Scotland to come from its room within Edinburgh Castle. The wee guy at the back there, Garrison Sergeant Major for Edinburgh Castle. He's the head bomber.
Thank you.
Oh, I think we're ready to go. First tune is going to be the Glendorrel Highlanders. There's the word cornstarch. That's received a few comments on my video. Here's the Rolls Royce Phantom.
Guys, we need to go into the pavement.
the bugler bugling it on. Off we get asked who's the guy in the car. He is the Duke of Hamilton, custodian to the Crown of Scotland when it leaves Edinburgh Castle. This is the only time it leaves Edinburgh Castle, when it gets taken down to the Scottish Parliament for when the Queen's in town and she's doing the opening of the Scottish Parliament. Guy on the left is of course the pipe major. Guy in the middle, the wee guy that looks like a jockey, he's the drum major. So he starts and stops songs basically. Edinburgh Halls, Campbelltown Law, I wish you a whisky when summer. One guard. Rolls-Royce Phantom, Crown of Scotland, Duke of Hamilton. Looks happy, doesn't he? And two guard. The crowds were much larger than the last time I was here in 2016 for the 5th opening of the Scottish Parliament. I had to use my elbows in this bit. So it was just some lucky tourists that managed to catch this parade because it was not advertised. See, trying to find out about it, impossible. I even phoned up the Scottish Parliament, they wouldn't tell me anything. I'd seen on YouTube the practice march the day before on the Friday, and I just knew this was going to happen at 10 o'clock. I knew the Queen was down at the Parliament for 11. Nice panel summary from that roller. I'll find that here with the Asian ladies on the left hand side. They're aghast when they see this. Nice guy. See how he passes. See that reflection on this roller here. This is the Royal Mile, full of gift shops, food shops. Most of the gift shops are owned by the Gold Doors. The lap symbols, a good friend of mine. He sells the tattoo tickets. Big one now, to special from the police. Oh, and that's one that coming up. There's a woman down here. Maybe Australia, and she has been the stop. Queen. Lots of comments on that. This is the end of the first song coming up. Drum major will lift the mace in the air and pull it down. So I've managed to sneakily cross the road here at Deacon Brodie's. This next tune's one that I definitely have to cut out, and that's why I'm going to be talking over the top of it, because YouTube's content ID system identifies it as being copyright in tons of countries and right nonsense. These are ancient tunes, can't be copyrighted, but they are. Check the witch in the background as well. How can that tune be copyrighted? But I tell you, it is Basel military tattoo or something crazy that gets matched as a TuneCore or CD Baby. Who are these companies? So this tune is Healing Laddie. Banned in 260 countries if content ID catches it, so I need to keep the director's commentary going over the top of this one. We're approaching Meerkat Cross, and St Giles Cathedral is behind me. There's a nice restaurant there, Angels with Bagpipes. There's the Angels and Bagpipes. It's a good reputation. A lot of folk do comment on all of the shops that we see in the Royal Mile and how the likes of this parade brings back good memories of their holidays in Scotland. So this parade typically happens every 5 years for the opening of the Scottish Parliament. This was a special one because the Scottish Parliament used to open every 4 years and then they changed it to every 5 years. So this parade, there's second, there's the Stone of Remembrance. That's where on the 11th of November we have a service, and that's this particular area every year, so that's always a good parade to come to. But as I was saying, this parade was a special because the Scottish Parliament was opened by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth in 1999, so this being 2019, the parade was for the 20th anniversary of the opening of the Scottish Parliament. Now we will have a similar parade next year, and the Queen shall be there for the 6th opening of the Scottish Parliament, and that always happens in early July because the Queen is up at Holyrood Palace. We call it Royal Week, and she's there for obviously a week, and then she heads up to Edinburgh Castle in Balmoral. Family holiday. So there you can see whisky shops and food shops, gift shops. I think that's us done with having to talk over songs. Unfortunately it started raining. Look, these are their umbrellas up. Smirry rain, pain when you're videoing because it can get on your lens. I'm sure it does. I don't have any time to stop and clean the lens because this parade's from start to finish. Big drummer does the beat all the way down. Crowds are very sparse. It just wasn't. The fact that there was going to be a parade with the Crown of Scotland wasn't advertised anywhere, so it was only lucky tourists on the Royal Mile that managed to catch this. So we're back to the Glendorrell Highlanders. Doral Highlanders, Camel Clean Loft, A Wish of Whiskey Down Sun is the tune. No crowds here at all. Easy days. Drum measure really is small fry, isn't it? Try doing that, I played in London, eh? Try and keep out of people's way. Not again, videos. Wasting it. Sometimes, however, I have no option but just to stand right in front of them. I do try not to. Famous company, the world's end, the mysterious partner, the wonders. Oh, yeah. This is the Holyrood Palace, or Scottish soldier. And again, this song will get 100 and quoted with YouTube's content ID system. It's an ancient tune, hundreds of years old. There's the roller Phantom. Great shop name, that Ragamuffin. I'm not kind of some singing guy nowadays. So, see my reflection in it. Yeah, there in the front window. Oh, there, I'm walking along. My secret weapon has been exposed, and that is, yeah, it's a monopod. So, I've got a 4K camcorder with a Rode stereo mic on monopods that allows me to get the height when required. A bit of out of step going on here. Lots of comments on poor drill. Both number 1 and number 2 yard. Worth pointing out that what we're witnessing is called the escort to the crown. You'll hear at the end of it the commands that are given by the officer all involve escort to the crown. There must be some feeling being an escort to the crown. So I'm very proud doing that. So the crowds are way sparse down this end of the mile, and there's no crush barriers either. In 2016 at the 5th opening of the Scottish Parliament, there were crush barriers all the way down here because not only was there the escort to the crown, but there was also the common riding parade which happened after it. But only one event today, and that's the crown coming down. I don't know how it gets back up, I've never hung about to see that. I usually park through that close there, there's a little street. Very handy for the Royal Mile. In fact, that's where I was parked that day because I had to make a quick getaway to get to Stirling because it was the Armed Forces Day parade through Stirling. This video lasts 45 minutes. I've just thrown all of my footage from that morning into the video. So that includes the Queen coming up from Holyrood Palace. This is Scotland the Brave. Again, content ID would say that's a copyrighted song. When's it all going to stop? This is me holding the camera down really low. I quite like that angle, I've got to say. But I can't do it when I'm passing people and want to go around the back of them. So that's there's some height there. This tune is very often combined with the Black Bear, but not on this occasion. 3 Scots pipes and drums, the Black Watch, are really good at Scotland the Brave and the Black Bear. And it is the tune that you get on the march out from the tattoo. So at the end of the tattoo, the massed pipes and drums, and that'll be 12 pipes, pipe bands, all combined, all playing the same tunes. They play Scotland the Brave and the Black Bear on the Esplanade and on the way down to the roundabout at Johnston Terrace, where they disperse and luxury coaches are waiting for them to whisk them back to their barracks, wherever they're staying. It's sometimes called march back to barracks, but it's get the luxury coach back to barracks. There's Starbucks. So we're not far from the Scottish Parliament building now, and I think this could possibly be the last tune that they play. I'm often criticised for not showing enough of the troops when I do the parades, because I'm really guilty of concentrating on pipes and drums, and they've got some crush barriers now. So I didn't make the rookie mistake that I made in 2016 of being caught on the far side of the road there, because you don't get anywhere near the Scottish Parliament on that side of the road, it's blocked off. So I knew that from bitter experience that I had to be on this side of the road, and that's why I changed sides of the road earlier on. There's an old police box over there, like Doctor Who's TARDIS. Nice ancient building beside it. So there is, in the background, that is Arthur's Seat. It's an extinct volcano, also called the Lion, and that'll be the crags that we're seeing there. And that sits in Holyrood Park. That looks like a nice cafe or restaurant. Oink! Delicious Scottish hog roasts. Oh, we do like our hog roasts. And at New Year, well, Christmas, we like our pigs in blankets. This is New Year's Day that I'm doing this commentary. I had a few drams last night, so the head's a bit Right, so that's us arrived at the Scottish Parliament. It's a kind of annex to the Scottish Parliament, but it's always the way that the Queen goes into it. So that's why people are awaiting the arrival of the Crown of Scotland, which has obviously came from the castle. We've followed it all the way down the Royal Mile. The Queen's going to come from Holyrood Palace, which is about 300-400 yards down the road, and she's going to come up in a much fancier Rolls Royce than that old Rolls Royce Phantom. Escort to the Crown, halt.
Escort to the Crown will advance. Right, turn. Escort to the Crown. Royal salute. Reason. Arm.
Royal salute. That guy needs to practice his bugling. There's a pipe major's going in. He's going to pipe in the Crown of Scotland. Duke suit. The Royal Archers are there as well. I'm just looking at one of the comments from the video that I posted previously of this. The Scots Guards are Scotland's own regiment in the Royal Household Guards since the Act of Union in 1707. They served the Kingdom of Scotland before the Union and have served both Scotland and Britain for well over 300 years. Contrary to popular opinion, not all Scottish regiments were Highland regiments, and not all wore kilts and bonnets. So that's Holyrood Palace down there. There's some police spotters on the roof of the actual Scottish Parliament building. Scottish Parliament cost £500 million in 1999. Guy's doing his homework. There's the car going. I was at the Trooping of the Colour in London a few weeks before this.
Number 1 half company will move to the right in threes. Right, turn.
They're going to spread the guards out, just like they do in the Mall.
Number 1 half company, by the left, quick, march. Number 1 half company, halt. Number 1 half company will advance. Left, turn. Escort to the crowd. Right, dress.
A lot of shuffling about going on here.
Escort to the crown will form 2 ranks. Form 2 ranks.
Well, that was a neat move.
Escort to the crown. About. Turn.
Hello?
Front rank. Quick. March. Front rank. Halt. Escort to the crown. Outwards. Turn. Escort to the crown. 6 paces extend. Quick. March.
So 6 paces between each of them, and they're going to do this so that they meet up with Holyrood Palace. Garrison Sergeant Major's down to make sure they go where he wants them to go.
voice for Australia? Iceland? Iceland? Is that right? Have I remembered that right?
She works for BBC Scotland.
Eventually make her way sort of down the line. Okay.
So she's lining people up to ask them live on air. I was live on the telly. I didn't get asked the question, but I was reminding someone that did. So some of the dignitaries are starting to come out from the Scottish Parliament building. Excuse me. Pipe major tuning up there. He's going to be playing for the Queen soon.
Who have we got here? Where are you from?
From Iceland.
You're from Iceland?
Yeah.
Are you a student here?
Yeah, I am.
Excellent. Are you looking forward to seeing this today?
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
Okay, let's see who else we've got. Where are you from, madam?
I'm from Italy, Naples.
Absolutely lovely. Now, who have we got here?
The fellow with the kilt, he's the Lord Provost of Edinburgh, Frank Roy. He's my laps mate.
And you've come back here today. How do you think 20 years on? How do you think
He's meeting the Garrison Sergeant Major from Edinburgh Castle.
Well, I'm going to get out your way because you're voice with that camera. You're not going to want me ruining your shot. And let's see who else we've got. Where have we come from today?
It's just a waiting game now on HM Queen Elizabeth. Not accompanied by the Duke of Edinburgh like she was in 2016 for the 5th opening of the Scottish Parliament. But here comes more of the Queen's archers. I'm sure there was some earlier forming a guard of honour for the crown. Golden eagle feathers. As you can see, the guard stretches all the way to the gates of Holyrood Palace. The crowds are just so sparse. It's a real shame, and a lot of people comment on it, so please, authorities, get your act together.
Natasha. Oh. It's turning so. Wonder what the sticks are.
Presume the suits are the security detail. Rain coming on again. That was a real umbrella, not a gun that guy had. Okay, look down to the Holyrood Palace. Nothing happening yet. Gates are still firmly locked. Crowds are still sparse. Oh! Gates are now open. Yeah, so inside the bulletproof vehicle we will have Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. This time she's sitting on the, as you're looking at the car coming up the hill, she's on the right hand side, and Prince Charles or the Duke of Rothesay is on the left hand side. So the Queen's out first. He looks a bit of a heat bummer, eh? It's the anticipation that's the killer. So I cut. We're back to the Lord Provost. That's not his wife, by the way. She does charity work. She's going to be introduced to the Queen. There's 3 MSPs there. Still no sign of the car. I'm giving it. Come on, come on. I need to go to Stirling. And I made it as well for almost the start of the Armed Forces Day Parade. They've all been brought to attention. Of course, when the camera's up that height, it's more difficult to zoom in. Here comes the cars. You can see they all present arms as she passes by. They should do. There they are. Sorry for the shakiness. Number 2. Guard.
We're going to get the back side of the car.
I don't know why we need to place more biking. I always have the back window down. Queen always gets a cheer. Cars are driven off. Queen is safely inside the Scottish Parliament. Unicorn, symbol of Scotland. This is the archers heading down, probably to the main entrance. Sorry, I need to rush away here because I need to get to Stirling, so I don't hang about too much here. But thanks for watching this director's cut version. Let me know what you think, and a happy new year.